You're in the shower and you're already winning an argument that hasn't happened yet. Someone said something to you 3 days ago and your brain just handed you the perfect comeback. You rehearse it twice, then a third time. And somewhere in the middle of that invisible confrontation, you realize nobody else is in this room with you. Just you, the warm water, and a conversation that will never exist. This is your brain doing something extraordinary, not something strange, not something broken, something extraordinary. Let's start with what science actually knows. Your brain doesn't make a clear distinction between imagining an event and experiencing it. When you rehearse a scenario in your mind, the same neural pathways fire as if it were real. The prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for planning, consequence mapping, and social prediction, activates in strikingly similar ways. You're not escaping reality. You're running a very sophisticated simulation of it. Psychologists call this mental simulation, and here's what most people miss. It didn't develop as a flaw. It developed as a survival tool. For thousands of years, the humans who mentally rehearsed dangerous encounters before they happened were the ones who made it through. Your ancestors who imagined the predator before seeing it, rehearsed the difficult conversation before it arrived, and pre-experienced rejection just to survive it, those were the ones who stayed alive. Your tendency to play out imaginary scenes isn't a glitch in your system. It's an inheritance. But there's something even more fascinating happening underneath all of this, and it changes how you should think about yourself. People who frequently imagine fake scenarios tend to score higher in emotional intelligence, not lower. They're practicing empathy in a space where no one can get hurt. They're modeling other people's reactions, stress testing their own emotional responses, and processing feelings that haven't found words yet. Your imagined arguments? Often, they're not really about winning. They're about understanding what you actually feel. There's a layer most people never consider. Research on rumination suggests that recurring mental scenarios often appear when something unresolved is quietly asking for your attention. Not because your mind is misfiring, but because something matters to you deeply and hasn't been fully processed yet. The mind loops the scenario until the emotional weight of it can finally settle. You're not overthinking, you're unfinished. And that's a completely different thing. The question worth sitting with isn't whether you imagine too much. It's what those imagined moments are quietly trying to tell you. Because sometimes the most honest conversations you'll ever have are the ones that never leave your own mind. The clearest version of yourself doesn't always appear in real life first. Sometimes it shows up in a quiet, imaginary room, working things out in the only space it feels truly safe. Not every thought needs an audience. Some of them are just yours.